Greetings, my frosty friends. Welcome back to another edition of the Arctic Plunge, where we dive deep into the coolest sports on the planet. Today we're exploring a sport that's both historic and howlingly fun, dog sledding. Now grab your favorite icy beverage, wrap yourself in a blanket, and let's mush through time. A frosty beginning. Our story starts thousands of years ago in the frozen north. Imagine you're an ancient human living in Siberia or Alaska. It's cold, obviously, and you need to get around. What do? You harness the power of your best furry friends, dogs. Dog sledding began as a practical way for indigenous people to travel, hunt, and move goods across vast snowy expanses. Pretty possum, right? Dogs, the original all-terrain vehicles. In the early days, these sled dogs were the ultimate multitaskers. They weren't just transportation, they were hunting partners, protectors, and family members. Early sled teams were a mix of breeds chosen for their strength, endurance, and ability to withstand the cold. Think of them as the SUVs of the animal kingdom, but way cuter and with a lot more barking. The Gold Rush era, striking it rich with dog power. Fast forward to the late 19th century when the Klondike Gold Rush turned the world's attention to the icy frontiers of Alaska and Canada. Thousands of gold seekers and their dogs braved the frozen wilderness in search of fortune. Dog sleds became the lifeline of these adventurers, transporting supplies and mail across treacherous terrain. The iconic image of grizzled prospectors with their trusty sled teams still captures our imagination today. The birth of a sport. Dog sledding's evolution from necessity to sport can be credited to Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen, who used dog teams to become the first person to reach the South Pole in 1911. Inspired by such feats as endurance, sled dog racing emerged as a competitive sport. The first organized race, the All-Alaska Sweepstakes, was held in 1908, covering a grueling 408-mile route. Participants and their team of huskies raced for glory and bragging rights, establishing a tradition that endures to this day. The Iditarod, a race for the ages. No discussion of dog sledding is complete without mention of the Iditarod, often called the last great race on Earth. This epic 1,000-mile race from Anchorage to Nome, Alaska commemorates the 1925 Serum Run, where heroic mushers and their sled dogs delivered life-saving diphtheria antitoxin to the isolated town of Nome. Today, the Iditarod tests the mettle of both mushers and the dogs, showcasing the incredible bond between human and canine in the ultimate battle against the elements. Dog sledding today, more than just a race. While racing is the most famous aspect of dog sledding, the sport encompasses much more. Recreational mushing, skijoring, where skiers are pulled by dogs, we'll cover that later, and dog-powered hiking are all popular activities. Sled dog tours offer adventurers the chance to experience the thrill of the sport without having to train their own team, and let's be honest, dealing with all that dog poop. A tail-wagging legacy. Dog sledding has left an indelible mark on our culture and history. From the indigenous peoples who first harnessed the power of the canine companions to modern-day mushers competing in the Iditarod, this sport embodies the spirit of adventure and resilience. So, next time you're trudging through the snow, spare a thought for those intrepid sled dogs and their mushers, blazing trails through history one paw print at a time. Until next time, stay cool, keep your paws dry, and remember, when life gets tough, just mush on. Chillingly yours, Sugar.
Do you have a cold weather sport for Sugar to research? Email us your suggestion at beastlybanterblog@gmail.com.